Hey there, it's me Red Knight and welcome back to my channel for a Rootland video. Now this video is all about setting up a clan. I'm also going to be talking about the events, members, progress and giving you a few tips as well. Especially when it comes to making more points for your team members and getting better rewards. Sit back, enjoy, and if you've got any questions, ask me later. Now first of all, playing the game alone is okay. Playing a game with team is better. Trust me on that one. I've started off by myself and then gradually added players to it, and I think having team members makes it much more fun. So I do recommend setting up a clan. Now how to do it? Well, you've got a choice. Number one, you can join an existing clan. So if you've got friends out there in the community, get the codes from them, type in the code, press the join button, and Bob's your uncle, you're now in that team. If you're not so keen on joining people you know, you want to join another clan and maybe make some new friends, that's fine, a public clan. If you want to be your own self-governor and leader, the big boss, then create your own clan. 3 choices, wonderful. Now if you decide to join a clan, you got some choices down there. When you click on the button, it brings up a lot of clans with their star rating, their names. Tap for more information, tells you how many people. Joining a clan I think is cool. Remember there's a maximum of 8 people in a team, and as the clans get bigger and fuller, then maybe your chances to join existing clans are more difficult. So maybe creating your own is the way you want to go. That way you can have friends or other people join you, make new friends, and it's even better. And trust me, having friends with you in this event, in this game, is much better. Type the name, type the description, choose public or keep it locked, and pay 100 coins and you will be the owner. It's great, trust me. Now once you've created a clan, let's just say you wanted to add some friends. If it's public, people can just request to join. If it's closed off, you can create some codes. Post the codes out onto social media, whether it's on your Facebook page or Twitter or maybe even the Rootland Discord. Please do join it. It's a good group of people there already. And then you can start adding new people to your teams. But as a leader, you're going to have to make sure that they are playing. Some people come and go, some people forget. You know when someone joins, it tells you. A message pops up and says, hey, Red Knight has joined your clan. You can use the messages to interact with each other within the game, posting your rules and what you would like to do, and suggestions on how to make your team better. It also lets you know when the events are up and coming. If someone hasn't joined before the event starts, then they can't participate. You can only join an event if you are there before it starts. Now you can see down there the team roster. The team roster is a maximum of 8 people, including yourself. You can have leadership roles. There's leader, co-leader, and members. You can see the number down by the side, which relates to the number of islands that person has opened, and you can also see down there that some people have their name in golden crowns because they got top scores in the event. Really good thing to aim for, that is. Now as I said, there's 8 people in the team. The other thing to pay attention to is their online status when it comes down to the members. You can see if somebody's been online today or not. If they haven't been online for many days and you're an active team, you might want to boot them because those events are prolific and they do have a specific time cycle to them. If someone's not participating, you don't want them in the team. However, communicate with each other, let each other know what you can and can't do, and that will make things much easier for you. Now, as I said, messages are for communication. Now, it's not just for communication, it's also a good way to actually control and manage your team, and some suggestions for you. Time markers, feed markers. For some of the events, you've got to feed the animals. They have a specific cooldown time, then they feed again. That could be 30 minutes. Put in the chat feed mark, everybody knows, they can see the time between the last message, they know when the next feed time's coming up, and it makes it easier. Same with respawn markers, so use that chat as a way of communicating for the events. Also to decide what scores you're going to set for the top people. Now, the events are prolific and varied, and as you progress throughout the game, the events do get more challenging. The scores vary that you need for each of the events as well, and the required characters that you use and what you see within the events is definitely very different. Pay attention to the actual kind of task that's up and coming. They kind of cycle through, so it's easy to remember. The more people you have within the team, the scores do change. So if you've got 2 people, it's 300, 150 each. If there's 8 people, it's going to be a lot greater. So make notes of those scores based on the number of people you've got in your team, because the rewards can be very nice indeed. made, as you can see here. 3 stars, achievement done. Okay, we get 2,600. If we only get the 2 stars, it's 2,100. So more stars means more prizes. And you can actually balance that between many members. Now you know from the events that each of the events has an icon. As you level up throughout the game, you'll unlock more icons, which means you'll have more events to do. And as you progress through those ranks, from 5 to 10 to 20 to 50 as an example with stars, you'll see the icons there loading up as unlocked events. And then this starts the cycle of the events that you can actually do. It's really useful. Now, what I mentioned in relation to the points as well, like I said, there's cycles and it's quantity versus team. If you've got 2 people and it's maximum 300, that's 150, so you both get top scores. If it's like 1,950 and there's 8 members, divide it by the 8 if it's an odd number and you can't balance it equally, a decimal place. Then maybe one person doesn't get the top score, but the other 7 members do. So work it out that way and then alternate members getting the top score versus sitting it out. There's a lot of events there. There's a lot of times and opportunities to get stars and rewards. And as you can see, as you're progressing 5 to 10, 10 to 20, 50 and so on. Now it's 3 stars max for each of the events. So you can see you're within each of these levels for quite some time. We're coming up to the 50 point and we'll just go over that very soon and then work from 50 to 100, adding more events. I can't wait. Now, as I said, for the rewards, they can be very nice indeed. And the more people participating getting top scores means we all get that little extra bonus. Now, that's not always going to be the case. Maybe one person needs a little bit more money, so you might let them go first. Or if everyone else can't get on the game, they may go first. But aim for equal division of scores. Because the game is very active, you might find that some players are much more intense than others. So setting those ground rules is definitely very important. Otherwise you may find one person can jump ahead and do things very easily. Be careful if you're doing a feed event, because the animals just sit there and it's a kind of like automatic thing that you want to feed them. So you might have to go back to your main actual islands if you know that there's the chance you might feed or do something incorrectly. So please pay attention to the type of event. And remember, once the events are done and dusted, you can have that opportunity to go back to the island and harvest its resources. Right, well that's me, Red, signing off. I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you some information. Don't forget to subscribe, as you can see here, and watch other Rootland videos. I've got some more coming, and I will see you next time. Bye now.